what? Would you say anymore? Would you say anymore? 2 points dropped again.
Yeah.
From a winning position.
Yeah.
Just what do you say anymore?
I don't know what to say. You know, I know this is a fan cam, but I've lost all hope with United. I really have, man. It's rinse and repeat. It's, you know, I mean, I could come on here fan cam after fan cam and repeat the same stuff because it is literally the same stuff we're watching, man. First half good, second half fade away. You know what I mean? I think psychologically top four's done. I really.
That's the key word there, psychologically, innit?
Psychologically,
because there is a block there, psychologically.
Yeah. Psychologically, mate. You know, mathematically we're in it, and Arsenal and Tottenham, you know, they're all fighting for top four, but psychologically, top four is done. These players, you know, we've hired a psychologist. Either he's not doing his job, or these guys are not taking their homework or listening in the therapy room. Because for me, you know, first half exciting, 30 minutes pressing, you know, chances, you know, it's optimistic. You're feeling it. You're up for it. Even Leslie's, you know, she's up for it. Everyone around me's up for it. And then second half, the goal comes in. Rashford, for me, he doesn't track his man. They get on that right hand side. They overload it, and then Che Adams scores 1-1.
And it was so easy as well. He was in acres of space, picking spot.
The left back, you know, simple. You know, it's just a reality of Man United right now. And then what they do is they get that goal, and instantly heads drop. Oh, you know, we feel sorry for ourselves. Man United and these players just haven't, they buckle under pressure. They haven't got the chest to play for Man United Football Club. It's as simple as that. They don't have the chest to say, you know what, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to play. I'm going to, you know, what do you want? Like, you know, the title's done, everything's done. And it's like, you can't even get up for a top four back. You can't even get up and give the fans 3 points. You let them enjoy their weekend, but yet everyone's leaving home depressed. One guy's coming from Canada, and I'm like, you know what, man, I feel sorry for you. You've come all the way here to see a pile of shit. You know, and that's what it is, man. And I just think these players, you know, to play for Man United Football Club, Flex, you've got to have the ability, but psychologically, you've got to be mentally strong. And I just don't think these lot have got it. For me, we're witnessing Maguire. Listen, I'll come on here and I'll hold my hand up. You know, I praised him and I said some things maybe, you know, over the line.
Maybe.
You know,
maybe you did.
Well, yeah, I can confirm I did. I can confirm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, someone said it in the background, but listen, you know what it is? I think for me, I think we should sell him in the summer.
We won't though.
You know what?
You got to remember,
really
it's a huge asset. It's a huge outlay.
I'm sorry. United have got to sell him in the summer because for me, he's a hindrance. You know, because if you're looking at Ralph Rangnick, if there's one possibility you do, you get rid of the deadwood, and he's part of the deadwood. I think there's a lot of players in that deadwood category, and I'm really, I have to be honest, you know, on here, I'm be truthful. Maguire isn't good enough. It's as simple as that, mate. You know, I've seen the worst turn in the history of football. You know, to get turned like that and flick your leg out, you know what I mean, like you're some sort of, you know, average centre half, which probably is, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? For me, it's despicable. He goes in 50-50 tackles. You're supposed to win it. He doesn't win it. You know, it's becoming a liability because the whole back line, you know, is shifted towards Maguire. It's like Maguire is meant to be that captain and leader that sets everything up. De Gea is telling him to press up. He comes back. He hasn't got that the two in front of him to help him out. And he's captain. He's supposed to be leader. He's supposed to be keeping that back line steady. And he does the opposite. And for me, Shaw then becomes complacent. Diego Dallo, Varane. This is Champions League Varane.
It unsettles
the back line. And for me, Lindelof must be, you know, absolutely raging, you know, behind the scenes. He's thinking, I'm United's best centre back this season. How can I not get in? Because there's this some sort of thing. I don't know if Ralph Rangnick's in control or whatnot. Maybe they're pushing for this 85 million to work. Maybe United as a whole, you know, as a whole franchise and as a whole football club don't want it to kind of fail. And maybe that's it. But I just look at Maguire and I think he lacks pace. We've always had pace. Rio Ferdinand, you know what I mean? We've had great defenders. But the minimal is to kind of, you know, when you're in that back line, is to be steady and to be able to kind of be a leader and get us out of that situation. And he's not doing that. And when it becomes a hindrance, that's where the manager now has to step in and say, I can't do this anymore. Because there was a few more moments. If Southampton were clinical enough, they could have got another goal.
There were some nervy moments.
There were some nervy moments. And for me,
positions.
you know, when Maguire come in I rated him. You all know I rated him. But I've just seen qualities now. When United need to play on the front foot, and when United need to play in a 4-3-3, and we need to be dynamic, and we need to be, thinking forward, he just isn't that guy. And now it's becoming a hindrance because he then is now costing us. Because yes, we should score, and yes, we should be bagging the chances, but barely, And then it's like we can't back him anymore. And for me, I think the question has to be said: should he be sold in the summer? Because I know it's going to be expensive loss, but for the future of Man United, we can't keep holding them centre back. That just isn't good enough anymore for Man United Football Club. But United as a whole, mate, it's just not him. I think McTominay hiding in the second half. Bruno, I didn't really think had a good game. To be honest with you, maybe
Pogba and Sancho as positives.
Pogba and Sancho, unbelievable. Sancho for me, from a guy who started off the season that couldn't look up and couldn't take a man on, unbelievable. You know what I mean? Where he's gone to now. Pogba I thought was very.
That's 35 minutes. Pogba was was untouchable. Yeah,
untouchable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But and again, it's 35 minutes.
35 minutes. You know what I mean? This team cannot play. Hassan Hüttel's come out in the press conference and says, they had a good 35 minutes, but it's almost as if they couldn't do it for the whole of the night. They know. It's like teams now and managers now know our weaknesses and they're preying on him. It's like they're preying on our weaknesses, and I just feel like Man United, we're almost like. Vulnerable. Man United are vulnerable at the minute because, one goal and they crumble under pressure. And it's almost as if you've got to get them. When they're at that stage, pack them like hyenas and get them. And it's like, when you can do that, I'm seriously, I doubt this team. And I think this team here are supposed to encourage us. They're the ones supposed to give us a bit of hope. And it's like we are the ones that are moaning and groaning. We're the ones in the stadium, shouting at the referee and whatnot. Everything but the football. And it's like, Ronaldo, I'm sorry.
What's going on? There's been a lot said.
I'll be honest with you, man. It's quite sad to see when I see him on the floor getting bullied off the ball. All you have to do is just, stay across him and you've done him. I think to rely on Ronaldo, like I said to you, it's not the problem, but it's not the solution to the problem. I've always said that. I've made it clear. It was a commercial signing. We have got it wrong. Let's be honest with you. Signing Ronaldo, we have got it wrong because in these moments here now, when you have to rely on a striker to finish and to be that vocal point, he isn't it. Cavani's doing fake injuries. I don't know what's going on with him. It's all a mess at the minute.
And what's weird when you look at Ronaldo, of obviously he's a world-class player and stuff like that, but where he is now, I look at how Baroja moves and what he was doing and how effective he was for his team. I look at Che Adams and the runs in behind and looking after the ball. I look at someone like Raul Jimenez who brings the ball down. When Wolves played us off the park, I looked at Jimenez and I was like, wow, like he's like we need a focal point up top. And it's like, well, if you're not going to do that, Ronnie, that's fine, but be clinical then.
That's 6 games without a goal.
That's exactly, and it's not like he hasn't had the chances. The thing that we normally say is, Man United don't create no chances for the strikers. Well, Ronaldo's had some sitters.
He has had some. Burnley had 2 sitters today. He should score, mate. I'm sorry, it was a week left. I was on the East Stand. But the problem is, though, United needed fluidity. United needed to look towards the future, not a guy who's past his sell-by date. Let's be honest with you, man. Ronaldo is past his best, and we're almost carrying him now up top. We're almost trying to feed towards Ronaldo. He's trying to say, play me the ball in behind and let me go run through the channels, but he hasn't got the pace. He's trying to say, get the ball in the air, but he's getting bullied off the ball. He's trying to do
Pogba's faded one into him on his chest, first half, and Salah's, I think, just came
that's all you got to do, just brush him off, and it's sad to see. But United have put us in a situation where now Maguire, Ronaldo, 2 guys that were almost just out there, and it's like, it's almost becoming a hindrance to us now, but we don't have no other options. Rangnick is left with a bad situation. That's why I don't blame Ralph Rangnick. Ralph Rangnick is doing everything he can to get this team where it needs to be.
And we're creating. There's enough there to say go and win the game.
But again, I just think psychologically these players are just not there. They never will be there. And I think half of them need to be sold, mate. Brighton, you can forget it. I think it's going to be another ball draw. I don't think we'll win. And I think psychologically these players have just they've gone past their limit, what they can give. I think genuinely believe they cannot give any more. And if it does, it's a surprise for me. Top 4 psychologically done, mate.